Hello, welcome back to the day 79 of learning to read Chinese. We're continuing on with our weddings chapter, and our first character of the day is Jia. Now, you may know, well, this also has another reading, Shan, which means grid. It's used in this word, Shanji. Actually, it doesn't mean grid by itself. It's only used in this word, shanji. It's made with the metal wires, like the electrical grid. That's what this is referring to. The electrical grid is called shanji. But here, jia refers to a railing or bars or a camp. It's like enclosed with bars, a bamboo or a wooden pontoon. I guess like a raft or something made out of bamboo. If you look at the character, it's super obvious what this means. On the left, you got mu, which is a wood, tells you it's made of wood. On the right, it's just a bunch of slats strapped together with twine. So that's basically what it means. A fence is a bunch of slats strapped together. Bars, like a raft made out of bamboo, would also just be a bunch of slats strapped together with twine. So that's what jia means. Yuan. Yeah, this is gardens. Like, in the old days, it'd be super rich families, like lords, feudal lords, or emperors, or little kings and such, dukes, whatever you want to call them. It would have these private nature reserves sort of thing with lots of different kinds of plants, different kinds of animals. Maybe you go there to relax, maybe breed some animals in captivity that they wouldn't otherwise have in the local wildlife. Maybe breed some animals for hunting, just all in the private reserve. And over time, this came to also refer to centers for the arts and for literature and things like that. I guess because if you think about it, artists and literary people also kind of need to be preserved and protected and cultivated, similar to the way that the animals in the old nature preserves had to be kept. So that's what yuan means. If you look at this, there's grass on the top because there's a garden. This is the moon over here, and this is a person sitting there just chilling, I guess. Next up, Bing. Bing means the riverside originally. So you got the water on the left, 3 drops of water. Be close to or border on. It came to mean this as well. So just the 3 drops of water plus this bu, which means a step. It's also a word. Which I'm forgetting how that's pronounced. But this on the right originally in the traditional form was a what was it? Yeah, it was shou, which was a representation of a head. So, like the head and the step by the water. So that means if a person is by the water, it's a riverside, being close to or bordering on.
请练习今天新学的字。
庞 originally meant great, broad, extensive. Then it came to mean transverse, like horizontally means something else, something other, something to the side, nearby. Lateral radical of a Chinese character. So that would be like the 3 drops of water here we would call 边旁. This one is 三点水, it's 3 drops of water. If you call like this one, this is also another one. 边旁. Or you'd call it this one 木字旁 because it's the character 木. Or like what else? 单人旁, a single person. Radical. So, if you look at this etymology, it's originally meant 四面八方, so the 4 sides and the 8 directions. It just means like all of everything everywhere. And then over time it sort of evolved into just referring to things on the side. See this on the top, this was fan. You know that one. This one. Fan, which means, I mean, originally this was a drawing of a bowl. It means everything, or every, all. So that's that part on the top. And the bottom is a... Here it's drawn as a dagger. But over time it turned into this feng, which is square. It's got 4 sides. So it's all the things that are to the side of whatever central object or central idea. Jai has meanings of to fast or abstain from meat or abstain from wine or whatever. Provide Buddhist monks with meals. Vegetarian diet. Worship place for Buddhist activities. So originally this character you got 3 flags or 3 banners, and then in the middle you got an altar. So this originally referred to some Buddhist religious activities. So the fasting and the abstinence from whatever creature comforts as part of the Buddhist practice. And then it just came to refer to that sort of activity in general. And then it came to refer to the sorts of buildings in which those sorts of activities were conducted, like a retreat center type of area. And then it kind of came to mean any type of building where people do stuff, like a studio or a shop or all kinds of stuff. So just overall, over time, the meaning became broader and broader, and now it sort of could be any sort of place, any sort of building where some kind of activity happens. But it does still also have those specific meanings, like 斋饭 is food given to monks. 斋公 is a monk. 斋果 is offerings. Just anything associated with that particular religious practice. Fasting. 斋期 fast days. 斋堂 is a dining room in a Buddhist temple. 斋月 would be a month of fasting, like Ramadan. Fate. This is another one where the etymology just makes so much sense. The hu on top is like your house. And then this fate it represents the door leaf, like the wood part that actually blocks the opening of the door frame. Door leaf, house, or anything door leaf shaped. Fate. Jing. Jing means tightly, taut, close, twine urgently, short of money, urgent, pressing, tense, impetuous, rash, hard, violently, heavily, speedy, fast, critical, vital, or firm. If you just sort of put all those English words together into a soup and stir them up, and you get a sense of the meaning of this jing. If you look at the etymology, again, very straightforward here. This is a length of twine over here, some rope that's being braided and twisted up. Here's your hand, or tightening it. That's literally all there is to it. Beat means to shut a door, close, shut, stop up, obstruct, prohibit, stop, or end something. So this, again, super straightforward. It's a door with a little bolt on it. Make sure it stays closed. So what does this mean in the context of our chapter? Turn these on so you can see them. 乍院冰旁，摘非紧闭. So the fence of the garden that goes around the perimeter of the area. It's the entrance to the place, the entrance to the grounds is tightly shut up and closed securely. Let's check this out. Okay, so this over here is meant to be a guy wearing a mask. This is this is a person. Those are his legs. This is his hands, and this is the face with a mask over it. And then he's got a thing up top on his head, and he's holding some kind of weapon. This outer portion is apparently 在, which is a phonetic component. So this 在 is used, originally it meant to gain, but now it means to wear or to put on or to support or respect. So in terms of wear or put on, you use this for all manner of accessories like armor or hats or scarves, things like that. 戴 戴帽子 literally means wear a hat, but this can also mean to stigmatize or call somebody bad names or slander them, or what is the word? Like 戴绿帽子 specifically, it'd be like cuckolding. Different symbolisms in these things, which do have literal meanings that don't mean that, but also if you use it in a metaphorical sense, it means something else. Support or respect. That'd be like, yeah, see, there you go. Husband whose wife has another love outside of marriage. Getting cucked. 带月披星. That's kind of poetic. If you wear the moon and you like this is the that means like you wear a cape or a coat or that kind of thing, poncho. You put on the moon as a hat and the stars as a cape. It means you toil night and day. 避 Okay, so this on top, this is also B. I think this is the one that means like a wall. That's phonetic. On the bottom is U, jade. That's for the meaning, which is a round, flat piece of jade with a hole in it. These are precious pieces of jewelry. It's also used to refer to the moon because it's round. I mean, a round piece of jade is kind of moon-like. Bing. Bing. Here's another one with etymology. It makes it super obvious. Okay, so this little thing with 3 prongs, that's a hand, right? And then if you take the hand out, what is left? You got this. And what's that? That's the character for the grain. This one right here. Huh, right? The cereal grains. So it's a hand with a grip on a handful of stalks of grain. Look at that. Exactly. Just over time it got abstracted and it looks like this now. A handful of crops. And now, in ancient times when food was hard to come by, having a handful of crops was basically the same as having power and authority. So that's what that came to mean. To grasp, hold, preside over, keep, persist in, persevere in, or bear. When you're responsible for providing the food, when the crops are prospering, you have the wealth, you have the power, you have the responsibility. All that kind of thing. Gui. Gui is another ceremonial object. Elongated, pointed tablet of jade held in hands by ancient rulers on ceremonial occasions. This is just literally referring to this one specific object, which is a ceremonial object. So in this case, you're wearing the jade ornament. This goes in front of the chest. And you're holding this ceremonial object. It's like when the wedding officiant is like, oh, by the power vested in me, I think they say something like that, don't they? I pronounce you man and wife. Something like that. Hui. This hui means funny or humorous. And it comes from this is a mouth over here. Yenzapang means anything related to speech, to language, to words. And on the right is scattering ashes. So it's, I guess these words are so lighthearted and not serious that they're like fluttering ash or something. But also this ash sounds the same. It's also hui. So that's phonetic as well. Wei means to comfort or to be at ease. So you often see this together with an, which means at peace or peaceful. An wei would be to console or comfort someone. Look at the etymology for this one. So originally, even it was without the heart on the bottom. It was just the top part, and it meant the same thing. If you look, here's a guy sitting sort of bent over, and there's a hand. It's like, you ever give him a pat on the back, a little stroke on the back to comfort, right? But then that wait character on the top started being used more frequently as the name of like a type of official, as a title of some sort. And so then for the original meaning of comforting and consoling, you added this heart on the bottom, which tells you that it's emotional actions. So now we use this one for that, and we would probably be the most common word with it. 慰抚, 慰怀, 慰藉, 慰劳. This is also sympathy, solace, comfortable, encouraging, regards, sympathy. Yeah. 慢. So you got, again, water over here. What is this? On the right is also man, so that's phonetic. And the original meaning of this was water overflowing. So, overflow, fill the air, spread all over the place. Unrestrained, vast, free, at random, free, casual. So carefree could be unrestrained, this sort of thing. So free, casual, unrestrained, vast, at random, everywhere, all over, completely, entirely. 慢笔, if you make informal notes, casual notes, just freely writing whatever. 漫不经心, careless, not putting your heart in it, casual, negligent. 漫步, stroll, ramble, roam, just casually going for a walk, no real destination, just no real time limit. 漫长 would be very long, because 漫 has the meaning of extensive and vast. 漫灌. This would be more referring to like the original meaning of overflowing, because it means a basin, irrigation, water flow stuff. 漫画 is like a caricature, cartoon, comics are called 漫画. It's sort of drawing freely. It's the idea behind that, as opposed to other styles of illustration or painting, which are more formalized. Okay. Meat originally meant to relax the bow. You'll see this gong right on the left, which is the bow used in archery. If you look at this on the right, it's like a sort of structure that was used to store all the strings. You wrap it around a bunch of times. You take the string off the bow and you hang it up, it becomes loose, right? So to relax the bow. It's also meant to fill, cover, overflowing, broad, long, distant. The meaning of long, I suppose, comes from the fact that this is not just a small length of string, but a long that's wrapped all the way around there a bunch of times. Over time this got simplified, but originally you'll see this has like a bunch of many crisscrosses in there. So, this, I did talk about this. 回味慢迷. This is like the funny stuff, right? The jokes, cracking jokes, saying comforting words, just talking freely, and it's overflowing. So it's like all the chatter, all the encouragement and the jokes and the gossip and whatever is flying freely from the lips of all the wedding attendants. And I guess that's the sort of thing that you all this stuff that you want to keep private. So that's how you just shut up all the doors of the grounds and keep the outsiders out, because this is family matters. So that's our 2 lines for today. You want to get to the practice. Turn the sound back on.
Me. Bu. Dao. Bing.
Is this like a new part of the practice thing? Just feeding me the original,
周
the first few lessons in order.
白 夜
I don't know exactly what's been going on behind the scenes in terms of the technical updates. So maybe that is just part of it.
电，雷，响，云。
How much
智
of this is it gonna give me? It wasn't even
No.
like this yesterday.
节，接，晨，霜，泥，霞，
I am gonna have to ask about this. It
灰
strikes me as a little strange.
雾，晨，
Because prior to this, it was all
薄，
randomized
降
order. So I don't know what's up with this.
夏，长，冬，令，
应
谷，红，
Yeah, I feel like this is not right.
苍，
I'll ask about it. What? I don't know how this works anymore. He changed it. I don't have the button for practicing the... Oh, right. That's this one. For today's new word.
苍，
But then I click that and it's just giving me the old stuff. And it's giving me it in order too. It's strange. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna ask what's going on over here and we'll just end the stream for today. And hopefully next time it'll make more sense. Continue on with the next couple lines of our wedding chapter. Ba-ding ding. And we'll see you next time. Bye.